Maya,
Yeah.
you think it's time for us to upgrade our studio?
Yes, let's do it.
All right. There is no doubt that the space where you work at influences your desire to be inspired and create. And although my home studio was adequate, Maya and I certainly wanted a cooler space to do art projects and film our videos. The first thing we have to do is minimize the workspace and remove all the clutter. Having all my supplies and materials outside might have saved me a bit of time with working, but not enough to justify the messy walls, especially when I have been thinking for a while about moving towards a more minimalist feel. Before painting, I have to fill all the holes and sand them. Of course, the process of picking the color was long and intense. In the end, the paint we chose is called Tempe Star by Sherwin-Williams. It's a rich blue-green color with gray undertones, giving us a relaxed and cozy feel. Perfect for filming indoors since it does not reflect light. But what do we do with this hole where the electrical panel is?
Daddy, what about if we do the sign here?
My old work table was a piece of 1/4-inch plywood that will be perfect for painting a sign, and the size is just right to cover the hole.
I love spray paint.
We're gonna go crazy with this sign using all sorts of media and colors. Let's start with a big YouTube play button in the middle.
I love it.
And then work on the rest by adding a variety of designs, colors, and shapes to frame the button. We can then add some words and positive phrases for inspiration, and we're good to go. Now we hang it, and the ugly hole disappears like magic. I need 2 tables for my workspace. The first table is where I work on my art. My main must-have was size. This table is 68 inches by 30, big enough to fit the larger canvases or work in 2 to 3 smaller projects at once. Only IKEA offers you a desk this big that also has another feature I wanted, a sit-stand desk at such a great price. With this feature, I can raise the height of it when I'm painting, which is my preference, and lower it when I do the drawings. To rest when working for longer periods, I got this really cool stool by WorkPro. It's sturdy and comfy, and it hides neatly under the desk. In order to save the most amount of precious workspace, I mounted my palette with this articulating arm by Small Rig. I just drilled a hole on it and attached it using a 3/4 screw that is normally used to attach filming and audio equipment. This will keep it at a comfortable level and can be moved in different positions if I need to. I normally sketch on my iPad, so I need to look at it when I paint. So I use this flex mount to attach it to the table. It is very sturdy, and I can use it also as a location for a 3rd camera angle if I want to. In this desk is where I also will film top-down videos of my drawings. I was using a tripod mounted on the side of the table. It was okay, but I would hit it with my leg once in a while and ruin the shots. Plus, it wasn't a true up-down shot. From the new setup, I chose the Manfrotto Magic Arm attached to an Elgato desk mount. This arm is made out of metal and is as sturdy as they come. It holds my new camera with no problem, and it gives me the true top-down shot that I wanted. I attached another Small Rig arm with an iPhone holder as a second location for a camera angle. If I need some lighting, I added this single LED light, which is very compact but gives me the perfect amount of light for these shots. For my daily work desk, I picked another identical sit-stand desk. This is where I work my graphic design and video editing. I kept my old 27-inch iMac for the design work and bought a new M1 Mini in order to handle the heavy aspect of my video editing. Below the Mini is a multimedia hub with two USB-Cs plus a USB-A port, as well as a micro USB and two memory card readers. As a monitor, I chose the 4K Samsung 32-inch monitor. I mounted it on a desk mount bracket so I can easily pull it out to work on it and then set it back when filming or when not in use. To store the heavy video files and save some RAM on the Mini, I have a 1TB Samsung T5 SSD drive. I am a total amateur in terms of both filming and editing, so when picking a video camera, the consensus of experts veered me towards the Canon M50 Mark II. Instead of buying it as a kit, I got the body only and went with the Sigma 60mm 1.4 lens. It's easy to use and gives me that blurry background most creators go for. Stay until the end of the video to see a final shot using our new camera and tell us what you think. Following the guidance of one of my favorite channels, Tech Gear, I covered the camera with a small rig cage to protect it, attached two side handles and one on the top for easy handling and extra mounting space. For audio, the Rode Video Shotgun mic seemed like a solid choice, and I mounted it on top of the left handle with a cold shoe mount. The battery that comes with the camera doesn't last that long, so I mounted this blind spot adapter through a dummy battery where I can use these Sony batteries that last 3 times longer. And finally, on top, I installed an Andesign 4K monitor so we can see ourselves when setting up for recording a scene. The whole setup is then held by another Manfrotto Magic Arm. IKEA furniture is very practical, but it's not known for being extra sturdy. I got these metal plates on Amazon that serve as a solid buffer between the clamp and the table. They are cheap, easy to install, and work really well. Everyone on YouTube agrees that sound in your videos is the most important aspect in them. So for my voiceover work, like I'm doing right now, I got the Yeti Nano by Blue. I mounted it on a Samsung boom arm, which I love because it's very sturdy and it reaches perfectly where I sit to record my audio voiceovers. Finally, for the lighting, the winners were two Elgato Key Light Airs, which offer soft lighting and are completely customizable in terms of intensity and colors. I placed them at either end of my table as a key light and fill light. I'm still learning about lighting, so let's see how they work out. A really cool gadget I stumbled upon is the Stream Deck Micro by Elgato. It lets me customize the buttons into hotkey commands, which can rest on these 6 buttons, or you can even create more folders, so the possibilities for your interface are endless. It helps me save time and it looks really cool. When you're looking for inspiration, motivation, or just a little change, see which aspects of your workspace you can modify. It doesn't have to be a complete upgrade. Maybe it's getting a bigger desk. Maybe switching to a more comfortable chair. Perhaps you have saved enough and you can get that new computer you want. Sometimes changing the lighting or moving your work area near a window can make a huge difference. Whatever the case may be, positive change is good for the mind and soul and can do wonders for your productivity. I loved doing this project, especially the bonding experience with Maya, which serves as a bigger motivator than any amount of equipment could ever give me.
So Maya, how do you think the studio turned out?
Amazing!
I love it too. What was your favorite part?
My favorite part is when you and me work together to make the studio.
Oh, me too. I love working with you. What do you want to do now? You want to test a new camera?
Yes!
Count of 3?
Yeah.
1,
2.
3. Are we in?
I don't know.
Do you think we look?
I don't know.
You want to ask him?
Yeah. How do we look in the new camera?